It's Tour Dude Dave.
Well, what did you expect for free?
Once upon a time, a long time ago, a monk and an astronaut left Greece on a boat in search of a new life. But they lost their way on the open seas. Luckily, a dolphin came by and told them he'd take them to a most bodacious, awesome place. So the dolphin led them to the lightning capital of the world, Tampa, Florida. Upon first sight, the Grecians thought, uh-oh. But then they realized it was a sign from Zeus himself, who told them to settle this place with bouncy tarps and make it look just like their Grecian homeland. And so they did. And they called it Tarpon Springs. Hello, everyone. Tour Dude Dave here again. And today I'm taking you to the sponge docks of Tarpon Springs in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Just as you may have heard, this is an area with a large Grecian presence in a Grecian village with sponges. And while we're here, you should put your own sponge caps on so that you absorb all this wonderful knowledge we're about to discuss. So, let's dive in. Now here you'll notice a statue of that astronaut we talked about on the boat. Well, there wasn't much work for him here when he finally got here, of course, because no one had been to space yet. But they used his spacesuit to actually go underwater, and they dove for sponges. And that's why this is known as the Sponge Docks. Now, most of the area is very touristy, as you can see. I was about to cross the street, but then my plans were foiled. Anyway, there's lots of shops around you can shop in and food places. Speaking of food places, oh man, I'm Greeking out over here. So I actually know how to translate Greek. So this is a Greek word here, Mykonos. I know how to translate it to English for you. Let me show you how I do it. Let's see. So you can see my stands for, of course, my, M-Y, my. And KO stands for knockout. And NOS stands for NOS, or nitrous oxide, which is used in cars to make them go really fast. So clearly what this means in English is this restaurant owner is saying, my food will knock you out of your seat very fast. So go eat there. And here on our next stop, after this other tour goes by, there's more Greek for me to translate for you. Here is Hella's Kitchen. It's Hella's good, as you can see, because it's Hella's busy. I wasn't going to eat here, but I decided, man, what the hell is? Let's try it out. But then when I went in there, I heard, get the hella out, but I think they were saying hella was out, so I misinterpreted. We didn't end up eating there. Here's some of the items you can get in just one of the shops there. You'll notice there's plenty of things, lots of seashells to choose from, things they'd find in the ocean, and more. Now, you know, I've heard something that if they say if you put your ear up to a seashell, you can hear the ocean. So I'm going to try it. Yeah, I do hear him. Again, you're going to be tempted to buy one of these things. Go ahead. Most people will see the mermaids there and want to buy one of those, but I say skipper. Another thing you can do is buy one of these statues. Give them to your kid. Show them what Grecian god you think they remind them of. Yeah. Now here's something neat. Over by the Sponge Docks, you can go get your picture with Pete. No, Pete is not the pelican. Pete is sitting next to the pelican. Of course, because there's Pete's cat, you know. Anyway, you can get your picture with him. Most people can't see him, by the way, but I can. Oh, look, he just waved to me. And here I got to take a picture of Pete. Now here's an area that we can't use because it's a cruise for dolphins. But dolphins can come up and order a cruise. But cleverly, on the other side is an area where they offer dolphin cruises for humans to see those dolphins that they just offered to cruise to. Clever marketing tactics. Now this store has something neat. This is actually Santa Jaws. So you can actually, if you're brave enough, you can go and get your picture with him. I told my wife to be a little bit careful because, you know, just as the movie, he eats people with bad acting skills and bad puns. So I told her to be careful, but luckily she was okay. So I knew I was safe, so I walked up and got my picture with him. Jeez, that was a close one. I think he was a little confused of who I was. I don't think he realizes how funny I am. Well, anyway, now here's quite a sight to see. You can't really see much of it, but these pelicans were actually dancing underwater. They're practicing their dance moves for the upcoming Pelican Can. Oh, look, this guy's pretty good. He's doing the moonwalk under there. Wow, nice moves, pal. Let's continue moving on here. Now let's keep moving on. Now coming up here, you're going to see the restaurant we did eat at. It's called Mama's. Now it's not just for mamas, it's actually Mama's Kitchen, a place for anyone to eat if they want to eat Mama's cooking. So it's all really good food. We've eaten there quite a few times, and I recommend to eat whatever Mama's cooking. Now here was a pathway. I was going to go through here, but then I noticed a sign that said no trespassing, so I figured I'd better not. I thought it was kind of odd for a retail area, but I guess it's just for looking. And hey, well, you know the Mediterranean adage, once you're done eating, go eat some more. So we did. We went over to National Bakery there and had some things to eat. We got some almond cookies and another interesting Grecian pastry. I asked my wife what it was called, and she said, and I think that's what it was. That's all I ever get anyone to say, because they're always saying it with a mouthful of it. But it was delicious. And when you get tired, there's an area over by the docks you can go to just to sit and relax, you know. And it's also a great spot to take pictures. Makes you look like an Abercrombie & Finch model.
Oh, dude.
Moving on. As you can see, this is a wonderful place to visit, full of rich history. Now looking for rich tourists. But I recommend that everyone goes and visits because, well, your stomach will be a little richer, and your hearts and your memories will also be richer. This is Tour Dude Dave signing off.
It's Tour Dude Dave.
Now go get a real education.